What's up, guys? It's Michael Ree, and today I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Pro deck list for my deck I like to call Watchdogs. I'll probably just in the description or in the title, I'll probably just call it Volcanic Watchdogs or something. But basically, this is it's not really revolves around Watchdogs. It's just I put Watchdogs in there, and it's kind of fun having it teched in. So basically, how we do it is. This is basically a volcanic deck with some. What it basically all it does is summons rank 4 XYZs in there, but it's got some amusing things in it. So let's get right into it, and you can see whether or not you want to use this deck, and you can modify it to your wishing or to your playstyle, however you want. So let's get right into the deck list. So first, I run 3 Volcanic Rockets, 2 Royal Firestorm Guards, 1 Spirit of the Flames. 2 Solar Flare Dragons, 2 Summoner Monks, 3 Volcanic Counters, 3 Volcanic Scattershots, 3 Volcanic Shells, 2 Watchdogs, 1 Foolish Burial, 2 Pot of Dualities, 2 Wildfires, 2 Supply Units, 2 Tri-Blaze Accelerators, 1 Spell Absorption, 3 Blaze Accelerators, 2 Phoenix Wind Blasts, 2 Dimensional Prisons, and 2 Wiretaps. That's the regular deck. That's just for the straight up deck. 21 monsters, 13 spells, 6 traps, 40 cards. 15 cards in my extra deck, 1 Gem Knight Pearl, 1 Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, 1 number 103 Ragna Zero, 1 Infernal Flame Vixen, 1 Photon Papilio 1 Black Ship of Corn, 2 number 101s, 1 Steel Swarm Roach, 1 Evil Swarm Exiton Knight, 1 Maestroke, 1 Lavalval Chain, 1 Daigusto Emerald, and 1 Gaga Gunman. So basically, I'm running the simple Volcanic engine, the 3 staples, the 4 staples. Sorry, Volcanic Rocket, Volcanic Counter, Scattershot, and Shell. You need to have Shell at 3 because that's fodder for your Tri-Blaze Accelerator and your Blaze Accelerator. You need Volcanic Rocket because that searches out your Blaze Accelerator cards, both your regular Blaze Accelerator and your Tri-Blaze Accelerator. This card is great because if it's normal summon, flip summon, special summon, whatever, its effect goes off. And then it's a good 1900 beater for a level 4. And then I have 2 Royal Firestorm Guards. This is great for late game volcanic. What do they call it? Volcanic decks because it recycles cards and you +2 off of it. So what this card does is when it's normal summon, select 4 Pyro type monsters in your graveyard and return those to your deck. Then draw 2 cards. You have to have 4 targets, or when it's normal summon, the effect will go off, but you can't do it. But it won't go through because you need to have at least 4 targets. Then I have 1 Spirit of the Flames, which is great for summoning. What do you call it? Main phase 2 after you. From your graveyard, which is great for you can just delete Watchdog out of your. Banish Watchdog from your graveyard to your banish zone after you use its effect and put down your supply units or your spell absorption. And it's good for getting it to 2000 because sometimes 2000 is all you need. Solar Flare Dragon because it's Pyro and it can't be attacked when you have another Pyro monster on the field. And you inflict fire damage to your opponent during the end phase of your turn. So Volcanics is all about burn. About burning your opponent's life points away, slowly chipping away, and this is another card that adds to it, and it works well. 2 Summoner Monk, because that's a good way to get your Volcanic out, and you can go right into an XYZ after you get your Blaze Accelerator out into the field. Volcanic Counter, great great way of using... it's basically Volcanic's version of... Magic Cylinder, except you don't negate the attack. Basically, what it does is when you take battle damage while this card's in your graveyard, as long as you have another pyro monster in your graveyard, its effect will go off, and if it does go off, the opponent takes the same amount of battle damage that you took during that attack. And then, yeah, so it just it banishes itself from the graveyard. Volcanic Scattershot, also good. When it's sent to the graveyard, it inflicts 500 damage to your opponent, and if you need to, what do you call it, black hole the whole field, you can, or not black hole, dark hole the whole field, you can use this effect by using Tri-Blaze Accelerator's effect by sending it to the graveyard from your hand, and then you wipe the whole side of the opponent's field, and you can still attack after. Actually, no, you can't because of Tri-Blaze Accelerator. I mean, because of Blaze Accelerator. Sorry. Volcanic Shell is your, I think, Volcanic Shell and Volcanic Scattershot are your only fodder for Blaze Accelerator because it requires 500 or less attack. So, and Volcanic Shell is just you use it for just slow gaming the enemy. You send one to the graveyard and then you have two more, and then you use its effect to put another one in your hand. Use Tri-Blaze Accelerator or Blaze Accelerator and blow, and then just blast the enemy. Yeah, and I believe you can use this effect as many. You can use Blaze Accelerators and Tri-Blaze Accelerators effect as many times as possible, as long as you have enough cards in your hand to send to the graveyard. And if you happen to have a Royal Storm a Royal Firestorm Guard in your hand, just whip it out onto the field, throw them back in, and you have more fodder again for your cards. Watchdogs, which is great, which is during main phase 2, when this card is normal summoned, you can immediately set one continuous spell card into the field, and you can only use this card once per turn, and you can't social summon the turn you activate this card. The cards I usually use Watchdog for are, if I can't draw it early on, is Supply Unit and Spell Absorptions. Supply Unit is great because once per turn, if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can draw one card. It's great for effects like what do you call it? It's just great for when your monster gets destroyed. You plus one off. You -1, then you plus one off of it, and then you can get another card what you need. It's just it's just something to use. It's good to have draw power on Volcanics because you don't really have anything else besides Pot Duality. And then I only teched in one Spell Absorption, which is pretty good because what it is each time a spell card is activated, gain 500 life points immediately after it resolves, and which is great because it's 500 life points, which is exactly the amount of life points you usually sacrifice in a Volcanic deck. So you never go negative after using Volcanic effects. You basically go neutral. You basically go plus all the time. So basically, if you have this card on the field already and you activate Blaze Accelerator, you get 500 life points. And then you can use its effect, drop something onto the grave. You can drop Volcanic Shell into the graveyard, and then you burn a monster on the field. Then you can use Volcanic Shell's effect and put another one in your hand. You lose 500 life points, but you really never gained any life points at the beginning. You just went back to where you started, which is always fun. Wildfire is great. You also is another card for Spell Absorption. You gain 500, then you lose 500 because of Wildfire's effect. You destroy a Blaze Accelerator card, and then you destroy every monster on the field, and then you special summon one Wildfire token onto the field, and you can just use that for defense. And what is great is when it dies, and if you supply unit, you plus one off of that. Great, it's fucking great. You can just use it for fodder. You can just use it for defense. And then these trap cards are pretty standard. So that's basically it for my Volcanic Watchdogs deck. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys use it because not many people use Volcanic anymore. Most people do implement it with Trap Tricks or some other kind of slow game cards, but I feel like, pure Volcanic with some mixed in Pyro monsters is pretty useful. It's actually pretty fun. And Horn is probably one of the best XYZ monsters in this deck because if you have to Wildfire the enemy, you can use this card to protect itself, and you still get the token after. So you have as long as you have two XYZ, as long as you still have two Exceed materials on there, you can drop those, burn the whole enemies. You can burn the whole entire field. You can get a 1,000 attack token, but you still keep number 101. So then you can attack for 3,100 as long as they don't have any traps. But that's okay, you have Wiretap. So I hope you guys enjoy this deck, hope you guys use it, and I will see you guys in another video, whatever I do. Peace.
Rated M for Maiko.